Here we go. There we go. Everything's steady. Hi everybody, welcome to the first video podcast. I think we're on the, what are we on, the fifth episode? I don't know. Today, no interview today. Been trying to get in contact with people. Schedules haven't been matching up really well. So, we're gonna go through it, just talk about the month of December. The month of December was interesting. We had a lot of shows. I got my calendar right here. We had 7 shows this month in just December. 7 shows. Not comparing to some people I've seen out there having 22 in the month. Excuse me. But hey, we're working on it. We're just starting out. Let's get it up there. Little by little, we're going to grow. But it's been interesting because when we started the group, I never thought we were going to get this many shows. Never. Not in my life. New group. Think about it. You just started. I think when our first month, we had 3 people sign up on the very first official practice. We had the grand opening, which was we invited a bunch of people, took a bunch of photos, marketed it on Facebook, put it through my system, and then afterwards, bam, we ended up with Eric, Jessica, and Antelmo. Out of those 3, 1 stuck and has been helping us a lot. Antelmo, that's you, my man. You have been there since the beginning. But not too bad. But going into all these shows that we got, I remember the first one we got was just this random one at a bank. Some corporate gig for a bunch of international bankers all coming in. A bunch of important people. I believe it was in the Boyle Heights City Hall that they had rented out. And oh my god, that was not one of our best performances. We did well, but we are way better now and way more in sync. Because I think Antelmo had just come back after a 2-year layoff of not dancing. I'm not doing anything. I had just come back from, taking a bit of time off and not really dancing folklorico, but learning more contemporary styles and, mixing things up. And my wife was just coming back as well. She was only 3 months back dancing into it. And then my comadre Carolina, she was coming back after, I want to say 4 years, 3 years, quite a while. So it was interesting. And they just kept lining up and I just kept taking them because why not? It's free content. You get out your name out there. The more shows you do, the more you can publicize yourself. And it just seemed like fun. Just something to do, get out of the house. Literally, I told my wife, I'm like, any place you want to go to, unless we perform, we're not going. So after that, she just started booking the gigs over and over again. And my kids got to go to a bunch of cool places. For example, this December, starting off with the first one, was our Brea show at the Civic Center, which I was super surprised. I thought that was going to be a very small show. I didn't think a lot of people were going to turn out. And next thing you know, the whole street's just blocked off. And it's like, what? And they brought in a reindeer. They brought in a freaking reindeer all the way from the North Pole. Insane. And on top of that, they had probably, I want to say, a good 300 people there. Because it was just an amphitheater, and then it was bleachers on bleachers. So it was quite a bit. So it was an interesting show. We had our ninja team doing it. So just basically meaning, people that either go to school or, that have the time to basically do it. Since it was so far in Brea, I understood that there's no freeways connecting because a lot of people do live in, LA. A lot of the students. So I'm like, okay, who can do it? I know I have one in Downey. I know I have one in Southgate. They can make it. And we'll just put on a little production. And it worked out fine. Not too bad. Probably could have squeezed in one more person. But other than that, it was a pretty good show. After that, we had the Norwalk show. Now that one was fun. Norwalk puts on a great event. Great for the kids. My kids had a blast because it's basically a carnival where everything's free. So they have the carnival rides, they have snow, they have pictures with Santa, they have a bunch of booths of the local community, all giving away free stuff. So it was super cool because basically Santa comes in with a chopper, lands, boom, Santa clocks out, he's a big man. in town. He's like, hey, I'm here. Sit on my lap. Bring everybody in. What do you want for Christmas? Let's get this done. Bam. And there, which is something off topic, but I learned that I want to buy a studio that used to be, a department store, clothing store, like a boutique or something like that, because I noticed that the space we were changing used to be, I think, a women's clothing store, and they had the dressing rooms where you can try on your stuff, the fitting rooms right there, and then you could use half the room for an actual like little venue to put on mini concerts and stuff like that, and then use the other half to build like a dance room with ballet bars that you bring in and everything. And it just worked. It just worked, and there's two entrances. That was key. There was two, so it wasn't just one where people would just come in. It was two, so you could basically lock up that back entrance and only open it for special nights and venues where you can have comedy night, you can have dance night, you can put on different events to basically pay the rent. And then on top of that, you can keep the other side open, which is the dance studio part. And you already have the dressing rooms there for, the people that want to get dressed in the dressing rooms. And it just worked out. So that was an interesting show. We had fun, seeing everything. My kids had a blast. And, we just hung out and ate afterwards and went on the snow and found out one of my dancers wants to go to the snow because he's never been to the snow. Who would have thought? So we got to plan a group trip for that. That's for sure. Let's see. After that, what is it? The very next day, we had the Boyle Heights Parade, which it's a short little parade. I highly recommend. If you're a Folklorico group and you're not doing that parade, you need to get on it. Basically, you need to do that parade because everybody comes out because you have all those apartments, all that housing. They just flood the streets. Next thing you know, you're hitting maybe like over 1,000 people coming to watch the parade. The parade isn't big. It's like maybe a mile long, so your dancers won't get tired as much as, doing the East LA parade or the Hollywood parade or those other sort of venues. But for the East LA parade, super simple. Just right there, they walked all the way down. Luckily, there was no parking, so I basically parked my car at the end of the parade, went over, took pictures of my dancers, got some video of them doing La Costilla, I think it's La Costilla. La Costilla, and then some other Christmas stuff. Let's see, next up, what was it? We had, a performance at the Muckendollar Center. I think I'm saying it right, Muckendollar Center. No, we didn't have that. Well, wait, what is it? We had like 5? Yeah, 5, correction, we had like 5. So that was pretty much our last one was at the Muckendollar Center. And it's just a free Christmas parade that they put on. I mean, not parade. A free Christmas event that they put on. So that was interesting. That was cool. It was nice when I initially signed up to do it. Or actually it was passed down to me by Rosemary, the Corona Dance Studio owner. She said, hey, don't have the people for this. Do you guys want to do it? And I was like, heck yes. It's a theater. And she's like, yes, it's a theater. And when I looked at it, I was like, wow, it's an amphitheater. Damn. Not that there's anything wrong with amphitheaters, but I was trying to get my dancers a show in a theater before the year ended. I got there halfway, so little by little we'll get there. And yeah, those were pretty much, I want to say, all our performances. I feel like I'm missing some, but so many things happened this month of December that it's been all over the place. We had a great raffle. Thank you for all the people that participated. It was fun. It was like, especially like pulling the drawing, because my daughter, she is, mija. Like, you tell her to do one thing and she does like 8 others. So she was pulling out like 6 tickets, 7 tickets. Like, I could just see her. You guys couldn't see her because she was off camera, but she would pull like 5 tickets and I would basically see the names. And this little girl, she's 2. She can't read. Or she's 3. She's 3. Correction, she's 3. She can't read. And she's just picking, and I'm like, those poor people that she's just tossing back in. And you take it, you read it off. And we had some great people. I believe, Sarniel won some headphones. Adriana Rodriguez won some headphones. Andrea's mom won some... Okay, talking to you like you know these people. Andrea's mom won the photo shoot. And then what is it? Liz's old ex-teacher won some social media marketing, but we're just gonna give her the gift card. And then the last one won the Nintendo Switch, was the OG of one of Liz's dance groups. She ended up winning the Nintendo Switch. I gotta go deliver all those. Probably do that this weekend. Knock out some time. If you're wondering why it's so quiet and there's no screaming children, it's because my family is in Mexico and they're with their family, so my kids are learning all their cousins' little names. Wife's sending me pictures, we're video chatting, so it's pretty cool. Happy they're getting to know that side of the family, that side of their culture, everything in Michoacan. So, super great for them. Let's see, anything else? Nothing else. I want to do some of the more of these. Probably do some more vlogs, some more group stuff, posting little things. Definitely want to do some more tutorials. Our Gavilancillo tutorial did pretty well. I think it's up to 6,000 views on Facebook. YouTube, I didn't really publicize it much on YouTube, but I think we got a couple, tens of views on YouTube, which is expected since I put zero effort into marketing it. I put more effort into that Facebook realm because I feel like more people are on Facebook for Folklorico. I believe Instagram as well. There's a lot of people on Instagram. We posted a minute snippet on Instagram that did about, I think we're at 1,700, which is pretty good for, I think we barely have 200 followers. So, little by little, we'll get there. Yeah, nothing else. 2020 for the group. I can't wait. It's going to be a great 2020. I have a lot of things planned. First thing I want to do, fly. Just nasty, ill. First thing I want to do in 2020 is throw a concert. So I'm really looking forward to that. I have a great surprise. Stay tuned. It's going to either be in the end of February or early March, this concert. I can't wait for it. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to have fun. You guys are going to have fun. It's going to be something completely different. Not a lot of Folklorico groups and the Folklorico industry isn't going to do it the way I'm going to do it. Which I basically got the idea from a marketer that I follow on YouTube. And when he said it, I was like, you know what? I could change that and I could use it for Folklorico and just put like a bigger stamp on it and make it fun. I feel like a lot of times when you go to Folklorico concerts, it just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Next thing you know, you see 8 groups performing and you're like, oh my god. It's like, are we done yet? Like, I've seen Jalisco like 20 times. I've seen Tamaulipas 20 times. Like, the engagement sometimes isn't there. Not all concerts. I'm not saying all concerts. Sometimes you go to a Folklorico concert and it's like, bam. It's like, right on the money, does everything it needs to do. And it just hits you. The momentum, the excitement is just on point. But I want to change it up. I want to try new things. I'm bored, basically. I've been in a lot of these theater performances and I just get bored. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm excited for 2020. Hopefully, we get more people. We bring in more people. We do bigger productions. And I'll hope my dancers, stay with me and just develop more because I want them to grow. I want them just to leave me if they are going to leave me. I want them to leave me at their best and the most I can push them, so when they do go to other groups and they do start experimenting with other things, they're already, on top. They're already killing the footwork. They're already learning the choreographies. They're already learning everything they need to do, and then they know the culture. Luckily, from one of our friends gave us like 4 textbooks of Folklorico. All in Spanish. I can barely read Spanish. Luckily, my wife can read Spanish. And what I want to do is I do want to translate all those, or at least parts of pages, just to put it out there, because, like, finding books for Folklorico and just anything having to do with Mexico is literally impossible in the U.S. Unless you get somebody to bring it to you from Mexico, it's just not going to work. So, we'll see if I can do that. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you later, and have a good one. Have a happy new year. Not too bad. Too easy. Ugh. Look at me. I'm an old man. I can't do this anymore. Ugh. There we go. Bye.